Open the QuickBooks app on my phone and I hit Receipt Snap, and then I just hovered over the receipt and click the white button to take a picture. And once it shows up and I can see it's legible, I click Use this photo and it uploads it into QuickBooks. Now I'm going to log into QuickBooks from my laptop. All right, so when we snapped that receipt from the mobile app and then we come back into QuickBooks, I'm in the accountant version, so this menu looks a little different, but basically if you go to transactions and receipts, that's where QuickBooks sends and stores all the receipts that you either snap or forward by receipts from email. Okay. And so this one that I just took care of and I just snapped, it's showing up, the amount that QuickBooks brought in is $58.95, which is what the bill was, but then I added a tip to it. So the actual amount that hit the credit card was $73.95. So you'll see that it doesn't see a match on the receipt side. And then if I go to my bank transactions in my bank feed, there's not a match there either. Okay. So what I could do is I could go ahead and accept this if I know that it's in there and hit add, and then go back to my receipts and I could do a drop down and hit find a match and I could manually find it and connect it. Or I can go into the receipt here and choose review. And I paid Floridino's Italian Kitchen. And the payment account was actually my credit card. It was for meals and entertainment. You can put a note in here if you want of what it was for. Especially with meals and entertainment, it's good to make a note, have a description so that your tax preparer knows what percentage is a write-off. And then I'm going to update the amount to the correct amount. Most of the time QuickBooks gets it correct, but in this scenario, since it was handwritten after the fact, it couldn't quite figure it out. So what this does right here is it's going to go ahead and add it to my credit card register. Okay. So when I hit save and close, it will have added it on the QuickBooks side. So you see the receipt went away. And if I went to my chart of accounts and the credit card register, you would be able to see it already added. So if I go to my chart of accounts, scroll down to the credit card, view that register, then you can see here is that transaction. But notice all these other ones show this little green rectangle and the C. That means those have been matched up with something that has cleared the bank feed. Okay, so now if I go back to my transactions, bank transactions, so this is what's come through the credit card. Now you see this little one match found because I went in and edited or reviewed the receipt and made sure it was accurate and matching this. Now we have a match. So as soon as I hit match, it's going to clear that out of the bank feed. And then if I go back to my chart of accounts and back down to the credit card register and view that register, now you can see that the Floridino's has been matched with something that has cleared the bank feed. It's ready to reconcile. And if I click on the transaction and hit edit, then right here is a copy of the receipt. So it is attached to this file now. So you can, another option is, so this would be if you brought in the receipt, you edit the receipt and then made it match what comes through the bank feed. Or you can also in QuickBooks do it in reverse. So if I go to transactions and receipts, I have another transaction here that it already found an expense that I have recorded, and it has shown, hey, we already found a receipt or an expense. So basically when this hit the credit card, I went ahead and categorized it off of the bank feed. And then when I forwarded the receipt into the receipts, it knows that it matched it. So I basically categorized on the bank feed side, and then it matches to the receipt. So you can do it either way. You can do the receipt first and then let it match on the bank feed, or you can do the bank feed first and then work to get it matched over on the receipt side. So I can hit match here. And then this Apple one for $2.99, it just hasn't cleared the bank yet. So, or hasn't hit the credit card yet. So I went ahead and brought the receipt in, but I'm just going to wait until it hits the credit card and it'll show a match. So that's how you use the receipt snap or the receipt forwarding feature in QuickBooks.